Hello everyone, this is Ron from High Tech Legion, and today we're going to take a look at a high current gamer power supply from Antec, rated at 620 watt continuous power. And see the box itself, I removed the plastic cover. This one, when you buy it in stores, it comes with a protective plastic covering, but it reflects too much of the source light, so you can see easier what the box looks like. I removed it already, and you have the black background and a red and white color theme, and the power supply itself, as you can see, there's an image there. It follows the same color theme. It is black with a red Antec logo accent, and this box is accented by the yellow Antec stripe. It also has the designed by Antec in California label on the right side. And back to the top, you can see that this Antec 620 watt power supply is rated 80 plus bronze, and you have the dimensions on the lower left side. And at the back you have a quick table of specifications in 3 languages, and to take a look at the English one, you have, of course, the 80 plus bronze certified means you have 82% efficient or better at load levels. You have a single high current 12 volt rail. You have a 135 millimeter double ball bearing cooling fan. You have 2 gold plated 8 pin, which is 6 plus 2 pin PCIe connectors for dual graphic card setups. You have all Japanese brand capacitors for reliability, and you have gold plated high current terminals for optimal connectivity. And the Antec high current gamer 620 watt power supply is actually follows the ATX 12 volt version 2.3 specifications, as well as the EPS version 2.91 specifications. And you also have a full suite of industrial grade protection, including overcurrent protection, over voltage protection, short circuit protection, and over power protection. And you have an overview of the cable connectors at the bottom, and there are more specifications listed right underneath. You have the warranty, 3-year limited warranty. If I recall correctly, the higher end high current gamer 750 and high current Pro power supplies have a 5-year warranty, but the high current gamer 620 carries a 3-year warranty, which is standard for these power supplies around the 600 watt level. And you also have a table of values right here, and which is also printed on the power supply itself. We're going to revisit that later in detail. And you also have more features. You have of course, as I mentioned, the safety features and more specifications and certifications that the high current gamer 620 is compliant with. And you also have a universal input, works with any 100 volt to 240 volt grid. That means there's no switch at the back of the power supply between them, so you can just plug it in anywhere, and depending on doesn't matter what country you're in. And here you have a table of noise level of the fan included. We're going to take a look at that later once we look at the fan. And on the right side you have this sort of similar looking to the iPhone. You have your icons here. Much easier. Basically highlights the, if you didn't want to read, this is basically a shorthand version of all the, well, not all, but most of the features that are included in the high current gamer 620 watt power supply. And now let's open up this box and see what the power supply looks like inside. So we've taken a look at what is inside. So the box flips open, and the first thing we see is the Antec survey. I keep on forgetting about these, and I'm always reminded every time I open or unbox an Antec product. So you could go to antec.com/survey and enter their contest. You could win plenty of Antec products. And you have the quick product overview. You have a breakdown of all the connectors. I'll throw in the this image later, and so you can see what the connectors are. Screen, and it comes in. It's a flip out. It's a flip out sheet, which comes in actually various languages, so that's very convenient. And right here we have power connector. You have the rating there, 125 volts and 10 amps. And You have 2 layers of this thick cardboard to protect the product itself, and there's actually one more level of protection. You have a cloth covering with the Antec logo in red, and we'll just pull it out and take out the cardboard first. Get it out of the way, and there's more cardboard, 2 layers of cardboard on the side, similar to the one covering the top. And as mentioned earlier, the Antec HCG or high current gamer 620 watt power supply is a non-modular power supply. As you can see, you have all the cables spreading out from the source in there. Let's just slide the box out of the way, not completely out of the way, because we're going to take a look at some more of the features in there later on, and just remove it from its packaging. You can see there. At the bottom, the Antec high current gamer 620 watt power supply has a 135 millimeter fan built in, and according to the box, this fan is designed to perform in quiet operation. You have a graph here showcasing the RPM and dBA versus the load, and according to this, at 100% load, it is only expected to produce about 30 dBA. And since during typical use, you rarely reach that 100%, if ever. It is expected to average less than 20 dBA when you're using it during regular period. And the high current gamer has a 12-volt rail that is very powerful and designed to handle the latest graphic cards. And we're going to take a look at the connectors. It has of course, the 20 plus 4 main connector. This is measured. I measured it. It is about 24 inches in length, and it actually has a. You can see that all the cables have this covering, protective covering, and you have a warning sticker here, and just basically reminds you what the connector is for. And the next cables are the 4-pin Molex cables. There are a total of 6 in high current gamer 620 and high current gamer 520, while the high current gamer 400 only has about 4 of these. But as you can see, we have 6 of them in total, 3 for each of the stems. And I measured these, total of about 35 inches, and the SATA cables are also similar. There's 6 SATA cables for your hard drives, and also measuring 35 inches in length. And as for the 8-pin motherboard connector, you have your 2 of them, 4 plus 4, and these measure around 26.5 inches, so it's very long. It can reach the top of your motherboard. You can route it at the back of your case, motherboard tray rather, inside your case, and still connected to the 8-pin or 4-pin motherboard connector, so that's very convenient. And lastly, we have, of course, your 6 plus 2-pin video card power connectors for PCIe, and these were measured at around 23 inches, so it's still very long and is very convenient. And since these are non-modular, as you can see, they all stem from this area right here, and there's actually a little protective guard, so it doesn't damage although there's already a protective covering for each of the cables. There's an extra protective guard right there. Speaking of ventilations, we talked about earlier about the fan inside. You can see that the back has honeycomb perforations for higher airflow, and since the Antec 620 high current gamer accepts a 100 to 240 volt power grid, you don't have a switch for that there. You just have this on and off switch at the back, and you can see through some of the components inside, and you can see how big the fan is. Just goes up there, and the rest is all the major components. And to the side, you have a sticker that has the Antec high current gamer and 620 watt power right there. It is similar to the other side as well, but this side actually has the Antec logo embossed. The paint job is actually very high quality, and it's a matte black, very attractive looking. And underneath you have this table specifications. It's hard to see in a video, but I'll throw in a screenshot of this, a photograph of the table, so you can see it clearly and what the table says there. You see the 80 plus bronze logo and the 48 amp and 12 volt rail. And now let us try to plug in this power supply into our test system and see how it performs.